Okay, so this is just the first one of the review videos on this force-time relationship that people seem to be struggling with. So our equation is up in the top, just up where my head was really. The force times the change in time is equal to the change in momentum. The change in momentum is also known as the impulse. And of course, we can write that out the long way as well, because momentum is mass times velocity. So we've got mass times mv, which is the mass times the final velocity, minus the mass times the initial velocity u. We use u for the initial velocity. Okay, so the first part of the question we're asking here, and I've put a link into a simulation here. I'll walk you through this in a second. So we've got a box of 50 kilograms, has got a net force applied to it for 5 seconds. If it starts from rest, calculate A, its final momentum, B, its final velocity. Okay, so we'll start off with the momentum. We can use this force-time relationship to do it for us. Okay, so first of all, I guess we can highlight the important information. So I've got 50 kgs. I know I'm going to have a net force. Net force of 50 newtons applied to it for 5 seconds. So I've got my 5 seconds, my 50 newtons, and we know it's going to start from rest. And if it starts from rest, that means that the initial velocity or the initial speed is going to be 0. But we'll formalize this properly. We'll do it right and we'll make a list. Okay? So I know that my force applied is going to be 50 newtons. I know that the change in time through which that force is going to be applied is going to be 5 seconds. And we know that the mass of the box is 50 kgs. And we know that it's going to start from rest. And what we're after here is the final momentum, P final, okay? We're looking for momentum final. And then later on in the second part, we'll use that relationship to calculate the final velocity. Okay, let's go from here. So there's a couple of ways we can tackle this. I guess the simplest thing to do is to just say we've got the force times the change in time, and that's going to be equal to the change in momentum. And I might as well just leave it in terms of momentum for the time being, and we'll worry about the velocity bit in a minute. We know that momentum is actually mass times velocity, but change in momentum will be momentum final minus the initial momentum. Okay. So we know that we're going to have a force of 50 newtons, and it's going to be applied for a time of 5 seconds. And that's going to give me a change in momentum of positive. Notice this is positive because it's all going to the right. That force applied is going to the right. Change in momentum will also be to the right of 250 Newton seconds. That's one of the units that we can use for momentum. Okay. Now, I now know the change in momentum. See if we can calculate, well, what would the actual final momentum be? So we know that final momentum is, change in momentum is going to be P final minus P initial. So we know that the objects start from rest. So this initial momentum should be 0 because the mass times the initial velocity, well, the initial velocity is 0. So this one is completely gone. Okay? So that means that the final momentum, and I guess this is where a lot of the confusion arose in the Pirates of the Caribbean worksheet, was that in the language of some of the questions, they were mixing up final momentum with changing momentum, okay? Which I guess is not a very, very good idea. Not when you're starting out, anyway. So that means that the final momentum is actually going to be the same as the change in momentum, which is 250 Newton seconds, or 250 kilogram meters per second. Okay? Notice that's positive because the final momentum of the box is positive. And let me just quickly show you how this looks in our simulation. Okay, so I have turned off friction completely on this simulation. If I press these buttons, that means I'll be able to apply a large amount of force in one go. So if I'm just going to hit it once, I'm going to get a net force of 50 newtons to the right. The net force, or the resultant force, is 50 newtons to the right, and the applied force is 50 newtons to the right. Now, I have applied it for way longer than 5 seconds. So I'm going to redo that. Let me reset, show you how to do it. Turn down the friction, turn on all your forces, and I'm just going to count for 5 seconds. It'll be roughly, I might be close enough, but I probably won't be able to get it perfect. But let's just see how good I am at counting. So I'm just going to apply a force. Is my friction not turned off? There we go. Okay, apply a force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, by my estimation, the velocity should be around 7.3 meters per second, but I could be wrong. So in the second part of the question, I'll do that, I'll record it, and we'll see how close we were. Okay.